Ron Stevens. Green and white, Mr. Miller. Middle here, Mr. Mike Pugh. And our timer is Travis. So you can get started at your leisure.
Good evening, honorable judges, FFA members, and guests. We are the Parliamentary procedure team of the Olivet FFA chapter. My team will now introduce themselves, starting at my left.
Teddy Sobleski, acting as secretary.
Allison LaRue. Kristal Fuentes.
Jared Miller.
Dalton Humphrey. And Brock Thering, acting as president. Mr. Timekeeper, we are now ready to begin. The meeting room will come to order. We are now holding a meeting of the Olivet FFA Parliamentary procedure team.
Mr. President,
Teddy.
I move to suspend the rules by dispensing with opening, closing ceremony, secretary, treasury, and all committee reports to take up the item of business at hand.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded to suspend the rules by dispensing with the opening and closing ceremonies, secretaries, treasurers, and all committee report so that we can take up the item of business at hand. Since this is not debatable or amendable and requires a 2/3 vote, we will now proceed to vote by standing. All those in favor, please rise. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carried 5-0.
Mr. President,
Teddy.
I move to create an educational SAE program.
It
Second.
has been properly moved and seconded to create an educational SAE program. Is there any debate?
Mr. President,
Teddy.
I think that creating an educational SAE program will help upcoming FFA members experience what FFA is about before they're actually in it, because most people who get into the program don't understand what it's all about. Therefore, I urge the Assembly to pass this motion.
Mr. President,
Allison.
I agree with my fellow FFA member. FFA is about so many things, including farming, but not limited to. Therefore, I think that we should extend the program to many people in our community who would like to join FFA so that they may know what it's about before they get into it. Therefore, I urge you in helping me pass this motion.
Mr. President, Dalton. I am in favor of this motion. I feel that this is a great opportunity for our chapter to reach out into the community and get other people to know what FFA is all about and the importance of the food and natural resources industry. For these reasons, I urge the Assembly to adopt this motion. Also, in the interest of time, I move the previous question.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded to end debate. Since this is not debatable or amendable and requires a 2/3 vote, we will now proceed to vote by standing. All those in favor, please rise. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carried 5-0. We will now proceed to vote on the motion which states we create an educational SAE program. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Motion carried.
Mr. President.
Jared.
I move to have a planning meeting on the second Monday in April.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded to have a planning meeting on the second Monday in April. Is there any debate?
Mr. President.
Jared.
Having this in April would give us plenty of time to get enough planning done, considering that this project will be in June. Therefore, please help me in passing this motion.
Mr. President.
Allison.
I agree with my fellow FFA member. However, we do not know if this date is available in our FFA chapter's calendar. Therefore, I move to lay this motion on the table.
Second.
Mr. President, I rise for parliamentary inquiry.
State your inquiry.
What vote is the state?
Majority.
Thank you.
It has been properly moved and seconded to lay the motion on the table which states we have a planning meeting on the second Monday in April. Since it's not debatable or amendable, let's proceed to vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Motion tabled.
Mr. President,
Alli.
I move that we set a budget of $500.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded to set a budget of $500. Is there any debate?
Mr. President,
Allison.
I believe that we should set a budget of $500 because we need to provide refreshments for people that want to come, and we also need to bring posters and make people aware of our events by posting flyers throughout the town. For these reasons, I wish you would help me in passing this motion.
Mr. President,
Kristal.
I believe that this is an outrageous amount of money. I believe that most of the materials that we can use for this event can be donated to us. So therefore, I don't believe that we would need $500 for this event. So please help me in failing this motion.
Is there any further debate? Seeing none, we will now proceed to vote. All those in favor, we set a budget of $500, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no.
No.
Motion carried.
Mr.
Mr.
President.
President,
Kristal.
I move that the Secretary contact 4 local local farms.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded to have the secretary contact 4 local farms. Is there any debate?
Mr. President,
Kristal.
I believe that it is necessary for us to set a designated person to contact these farms so that this task is less chaotic. Therefore, I believe that the secretary is a great person to have contact these farms. Therefore, help me in passing this motion.
Mr. President,
Teddy.
I also agree with my fellow FFA member. I think it's important that the secretary visit the local farms because they have the most knowledge. They could have the most knowledge of local communities and know what is at the farms. Therefore, help me in passing this motion.
Mr. President,
I agree with the maker of this motion. I feel that contacting 4 local farms will give us enough options that we can have a variety of forms of production shown at this event. Therefore, please stand with me in adopting this motion.
Is there any further debate? Seeing none, we'll now proceed to vote. All those in favor, we have the secretary contact 4 local farms, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. Motion carried.
Mr. President,
Dalton.
I move to ask other school organizations to assist with this tour.
It
Second.
has been properly moved and seconded to ask other school organizations to assist with this tour. Is there any debate?
Mr. President,
Dalton.
I feel that this motion will benefit our FFA chapter. Asking other school organizations to assist with us will allow us to increase the quality and quantity of work. In addition, I feel that this may be an opportunity, a recruitment opportunity, as the members that help us will also get a taste of what FFA is all about. For these reasons, I urge the Assembly to adopt this motion.
Mr. President,
Allison.
I agree with my fellow FFA member. However, this is such a large task. Therefore, I would move to refer this to a committee of 3 appointed by the chair with full power to act to report back to the next meeting.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded to refer this motion to a committee of 3 appointed by the chair with full power to act to report back to the next meeting. Is there any debate?
Mr. President,
Allison.
since this is such a large task and there are many available schools around us who would like to help, I believe that it is most important that we have a committee achieve this task. Therefore, I urge you and help me pass this motion.
Is there any further debate? Seeing none, we will now proceed to vote. All those in favor of referring this motion, which states we ask other school organizations to assist in the tour, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. Motion carried. The committee will consist of Kristal, Jared, and Dalton acting as president, or acting as chair.
Mr. President,
Kristal.
I move to make flyers and put them around town.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded to make flyers and put them around town. Is there any debate?
Mr. President,
Kristal.
I believe that everyone should be in favor of this motion because this would be a great way to get the word around our town and to get more FFA members to come to this event. Therefore, please help me in passing this motion.
Mr. President,
Teddy.
I think this is a great idea. Most of the FFA members most of the community members that haven't joined FFA don't know a lot about it. And getting a flyer out to the community would show them that they do have it in the community and it's just not in others. Therefore, help me in passing this motion.
Is there any further debate? Seeing none, we will now proceed to vote. All those in favor of we making flyers and putting them around town, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. Motion carried.
Mr. President,
Jared.
I move that among the number of farms that we visit, that we should visit a dairy farm.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded that among the number of farms we visit dairy farm. Is there any debate?
Mr. President,
Jared.
there are multiple dairy farms in our area that we can contact, like Mooville or the Langmack farms. I'm sure they would be grateful. They would allow us to come and visit them, considering they participate in our local fair and they help our agricultural community. So please help me pass this motion.
Is there any further debate? Seeing none, we will now proceed to vote. All those in favor that among the number of farms we contact, we visit a dairy farm, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. Motion carried. Thank you, Mr. Timekeeper. Team 8 minutes have left.
Mr. President,
Allison.
I move we contact local commodity groups for visual aids.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded to contact local commodity groups for visual aids. Is there any debate?
Mr. President,
Allison.
since local commodity groups have a vast knowledge on this, it would be wise for us to seek out their help. Therefore, I urge you to help me pass this motion.
Is there any further debate? Seeing none, we will now proceed to vote. All those in favor, we contact local commodity groups for visual aids, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. Motion carried.
Mr. President,
Dalton.
I move the reporter take pictures.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded to have the reporter take pictures. Is there any debate?
Mr. President,
Dalton.
I urge the Assembly to adopt this motion. I feel that having a reporter take pictures at this event will be a great chance for us to get items for future articles or possibly chapter awards. In addition, I think that this would also be a great thing to put in our end of the year PowerPoint. For these reasons, please stand with me in adopting this motion.
Is there any further debate? Seeing none, we will now proceed to vote. All those in favor of having the reporter take pictures say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries.
Mr. President, I
Allison.
move to adjourn.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded to adjourn. Since this is not debatable or amendable and requires a majority vote, we will now proceed to vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Motion carried. Meeting adjourned. Honorable judges, we will not entertain any questions that you might have.
I'll be asking the first question. What is the purpose of a main motion?
Honorable Judge, I'd like to answer this question. The purpose of a main motion is to have something at the table to discuss.
This is a two-part question regarding the motion to amend. Must the motion to amend be seconded before it can be considered?
Honorable judge may answer this question.
Go ahead. Is it out of order when another member has the floor?
Honorable Judge, may I answer this question?
Go ahead.
Yes, it is out of order.
This is a two-part question. Is a division of the assembly amendable?
Honorable Judge may answer this question. It is not.
What vote does a division of the assembly require?
Honorable Judge may answer this question. It is not requiring a vote.
What is the purpose of the point of order?
Honorable Judge may answer this question. The point of order is to correct a mistake in parliamentary procedure.
What vote is required to adopt the subsidiary motion to lay on the table?
Honorable judge may answer this question. Majority.
What class of motions does a parliamentary inquiry belong to?
Honorable Judge may
answer this question. Incidental.
This is a two-part question. What vote is required to adopt a motion to refer to a committee?
Honorable Judge, may I answer this question? Majority.
Is the motion to refer to a committee debatable?
Honorable Judge, may I answer this question? Yes.
Is the motion to suspend the rules amendable?
Honorable Judge, may I answer this question?
Carried.
It is not.
Is the previous question out of order when another member has the floor?
Honorable Judge may answer this question.
Yes.
It is not. It is out of order.
This is a two-part question. Can an objection to the consideration of a question be amended?
Honorable Judge may answer this question.
No, it may not. What class of motions does an objection to the consideration of a question belong to?
Honorable Judge may answer this question. It belongs to subsidiary.
Honorable Judge, may I correct my teammate?
I couldn't hear what you said.
I said subsidiary.
Honorable Judge, may incidental.
This concludes our question.
Do I still have time?
Yes, Secretary.